The world is not as fair as it seems. People often believe those who appear powerful rather than those who are right. Throughout history, successful leaders, kings, and generals rose to power not only because they were strong, but because they understood human psychology. One of the first rules of power is never to outshine the person above you. Many kings feared people who appeared smarter or more popular than themselves and pushed them away. People tend to keep those who make them feel secure close to them, not those who threaten their power. Another important rule is to make people dependent on you. People who need you are less likely to leave you. Throughout history, many leaders made themselves appear indispensable by tying the success of others to their own system. Not revealing all your plans is another fundamental rule of power. When people do not fully understand what you are thinking, they struggle to predict your next move. Silence is often more powerful than long explanations. The secret to influencing people is understanding their interests. Although people believe they act logically, they are often driven by fear, desire, and pride. Successful leaders focus not on what people say, but on what they truly want. Many wars throughout history were won not with swords, but by changing people's loyalties. Sometimes it is easier to divide an army from within than to defeat it on the battlefield. That is why powerful individuals have always tried to understand human emotions. Making people feel important is also a powerful tool. When people feel valued, they become more willing to support you. Many rulers gained loyalty by rewarding those around them with titles, honors, and recognition. However, gaining power is easier than keeping it. Many kings and generals reach the top only to lose everything. The greatest reason for this is arrogance. Success can convince people that they are invincible. Leaders such as Napoleon were often careful during their rise to power, but began making mistakes once they reached the peak of their success. They underestimated their enemies, stopped listening to others, and began believing in their own legends. In the end, they were destroyed not by their enemies, but by their own mistakes. Reputation is one of the most important parts of power. What people believe about you often becomes reality. Throughout history, leaders have managed not only wars, but also their public image. Attention creates power. People do not follow those they never notice. That is why many rulers organized grand ceremonies, built magnificent structures, and worked to leave their names in history. Sometimes it is necessary to appear strong, and sometimes it is necessary to appear weak. One of the most effective strategies is to remain impossible to fully understand. Unpredictable people are always considered more dangerous.